Why, hello there, everybody. It's me, the Haven you've been looking for. Welcome back to Wildermyth. Couple of apologies. First off, apologies, the stream got started a tiny bit later than normal. I was completely passed out, which is just another example of how much I need to get the sleep apnea fixed, because, oh boy, it's kicking my butt, especially lately. It's hard for me to do anything before noon at all because of this. And if I do get stuff done before noon, I just pass out later. Anyway, another apology for the canceled stream. Twitter, I kept it vague as family drama. I'm gonna keep it vague for now. People who I want to know do know what it's about. So don't be too curious about it. Don't worry about it. It's dealt with, I think. Ugh. Whatever. If it comes up again, it comes up again. Anyway, last time we just defeated the Frixel in Luna and the Moth, and today we start the story. All the bones of summer. Bones were buried here. Bones were burned in the ground where their beds all lie. All become fossils for fantasy. All become stories once true. They count on a dream as they spiral toward sleep. Fire follows fire until every color is ash. 5-chapter story with the Drauven as the main threat. And folks, there's a reason they left this one for last, at least in the vanilla set of stories. Don't let us pick from Legacy for any of those, except for the Mystic. Chatrid. Kira. Kira Moth. May. Swiggery. Dashel, Falme. Use Waru. I mean, she was the star of the last show. Let's go ahead and stick with Chatrid. Dahlia Fensphere. First off, make it gayer. Destiny, Wildheart, Nostalgia. Hunter of the Old Blood. Tyrmor the Friend. Make it gayer. Nostalgic, Physical, and Loyal. And the Tough Lip Kid. Cheellen. Pretty, potential, and slack. A mountain should have opened its jaws and swallowed. With that much consequence, it would have made much more sense. Instead, there was only a smell and it rose from you. There was me in your body, then me in thoughts. Now I send your word aloft on the smoke that was once your breath. Tonight, I bring the endeavor to you. I begin the endeavor you thought we'd complete together. I know our maps, our myths, our every calculation. I hold them in me. But I'm frail where you were strong. I'm fit best for teaching, but I have no pupil. So it's down to me, down to Versal, last and least feather. For our failure. Shortly after dawn, the far fairground stirs with cheery morning noise. Excitement jolts and jigs among the grass blades. Dahlia's cooking pot creaks on its fixture, nuzzled by the wind. At least it's not like last year. Remember how none of the tents stayed staked down? It was the rainy autumn, I guess. Know who you drew for the final? Powerful woman, named Shailene Quilversuit. Seen her around town. Supposed to have a very careful and defensive way of fighting. Hard to hit, but not prone to hitting you either. Imagine you'll say it's a reflection of her personality or something. How's my morning stew smell? That stew? Smells like a wrestler's worst parts. The fair comes each year to Blusterwild, heralding winter. Sets up half a day from the town of Bassendale in a basin between Treebald slopes, sorry. With it comes hawkers and far-born goods, bell-voiced storytellers, corn cooks, and distractions of all kinds. Easy on the spoke, kids. Kids? There's a stirring flame in my breast, a warrior wind in my lungs. Yeah, you know, my family has old stories about, well, I'm over most of them. I think it's a lot of boasts painted onto ordinary deeds, but sometimes I catch myself wondering. Anyway, try not to lose. Perhaps the most famous and eagerly awaited of all the events is the Pallid Wandering Fair, this tournament. Experts and amateurs in 10 combat disciplines come to bash their way up the rankings. Some folks delight in the show. Gamblers see shifting odds and leave rejoicing and tightening their belts. Still waiting on a Timor Elkin? Stay sparring? You've been waiting on the winner. Remember your mug. Here, sign on the thing. Line, you mean? Is your name Shailene Quilversuit? I don't always want it to be. Should I say yes? I'm Dahlia. You're going against my friend here. I've studied them. They're ill-hardened. If you are waiting to jump me after I win, you could always just tell me how. Now, I'll make whatever decision doesn't get me thrashed. Alright, it's final bout for staff. You both know the rules. Let's get going. Had it hard, that girl. Parent was forced to leave her, go far away. And the one left to raise her wasn't up to the task. Two combatants faced each other. You look like a person who doesn't come home often. They say on a fair day, hearts can open. The bell clangs. They begin to circle. And as the fight swirls, gathering energy, Dahlia is struck by a lightning thought. She has to confess her heart to Tyrmor. Stick fights are boring. Shailene awakens her love. Oh, that basically decides who I play as, I guess. Alright, let's see. That's a powerful start. Hold on. Sorry, I didn't do it sooner. There we go. Okay. Challenge sinks to the ground, wobbling in wretched face. Sighs and cheers of onlookers mingle. Match is decided! Winner, Tyrmor Elkin. Sorry about... To be honest, I started rooting for your girl a little, but Tyrmor is good. Challenge missing a few necessary refinements. She can learn, though. Please don't look at me right now. The audience clears out quickly, summoned away by the prospect of other spectacles. Now a prize for our stave sparring champion. It's cut from the stone-hardiest fire oak tree of the north. Then painstakingly shaped by silent and sultan-haired masters living tall on ocean-torn cliffs. Descendants of seafaring people. Yes, I present you with the oft-overlooked weapon of the hero's cannon. The Elnish War Staff. It's very expensive. Old arts last for a reason. Don't worry, the whole branch-swinging game doesn't matter. I walked countless miles, crossed unnumbered and unmapped borders. I came back in order to... That prettyish woman there, the tracker. What were you two talking about? Following Tyrmor's victory, they and Dahlia rode the fair. Video games are things to try, if you want. Or I could find a cider tent. Tent to tent, they sift through adventuring antiques and handcrafted oddments. Faraway smells billow in every bright canvas. Outlandish sights abound whenever their eyes wander. That is adorable, but also looks a bit dangerous. And they can follow the laughter to find sweet food and cups of joy. The better part of the day disappears, and they find themselves sidling in with the crowds to see the fair's final show. It's supposed to be quite good this year. Anticipatory murmurs flow amongst the attendees, even a tinge of unacknowledged terror. It's soon obvious why. What is it? These are Drauven. Be careful. They find seats near a pair of familiar faces. Afternoon sun bakes their necks. At last, the Fairmaster's face pops into view. You appear to be waiting for someone. Oh, sorry. I was expecting... last time I played this with a guy. I'm kidding, of course. Here I am, flesh and steel. Knight of the Nightless Star. Swale Palad. Renowned warrior Swale Palad, retired though she may be, still possesses remarkable agility. We of the Palad Wandering Fair thank you humbly for filling our quaint tents with life these past 3 days. Surely you came hearing rumors from travelers who saw us in summer and fall. Did you wonder if such a thing might be? Now you can see the truth for yourself. You gaze on my pride and crowning achievement, the diamond I've been 15 years in carving. Behold, this is Drauven. So is the beast named? Named by a warlord who wore the femurs of our fellows on its neck. Named by a warlord whose head I claimed and tailed split, and body stomped to mulch. On its pup, I showed mercy. Mercy, huh? Oh, I was advised to put it down. Instead, I caged it. I took the monster alive, its name intact. Beneath my own roof, I fed it, clothed it, tamed it. And should you doubt my word, the collective gasp arises. As the creature easily removes a bar with its prisoner step free. She let everyone walk right up to it. Don't let it frighten you, friends. Drauven may be the spawn of a Drauven warlord. Tremendously huge and mighty, yes, but does as I command. She reaches for a spear that they disposed thus far was no more than a prop. And so I give you the most thrilling, chilling, and realistic reenactment of our battles against Drauven that anyone has ever witnessed. Fairmaster pauses to let stunned eyes refocus. Existence itself is to be caught staring. Then the two combatants level their weapons, and they clash. The fight must be staged, but the Fairmaster's performance is convincing as she sends large Drauven to the ground. To tame Drauven was not an easy task. And there's a language all creatures understand, and Drauven better than most. It's called pain! I've fought Drauven my whole career. Even the strongest and most cunning I cut down. There are no mysteries left in them for me. Soon you will see that they're not so scary when they enter this arena supposing. I'm not watching this. Huh? The Drauven rises, gathers, waits for the Fairmaster's signal to attack. Wally Pallid clicks her tongue, and the Drauven rushes forward at theater speed. His course is straight and obvious. But at that moment... What? Uh-oh. There's no pulse of clarity for the Fairmaster to Wally Pallid. She falls dead. Great sword drops from already loosening fingers. Every present pair of lungs holds still. The drought bends for the sword and runs. Peace shatters then, bodies flood the path. As people flee, as fires spit and fly above the forest of tents, Drauven battle cries, foreign to most ears, riddle the air, blending with the screams of fairgoers and fairworkers. It's a choir of violence. Time to see if this staff's the real thing. I don't have anything to swing. My bow's back at camp. Need weapons? The place to find them's probably in among the flames. I'm conscripting you, here and now, to preserve innocent lives. Objections? I could also, well, this is what I've trained for. Alright, let's see. Dahlia. Fox fight. So I'll sleep here more. You. Find weapons for Dahlia and Shaylin. That's where the weapons are, but we have to get past fire first. Good. And wall together. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, here, Chaylin. She for a company called True Bell Arms. Scatter of weapons and things. Chaylin, this way. Across the fairground, canvases sag and tall poles topple. Terrible things happen behind the smoke, announced only by the noise of gurgling death and triumphant hollers. Actually, there's a good... And this way, these arrows. Drauven will stagger their forces in retreat. There's no time to get coffee, alright? Everyone still focused? There again. Cool. We have weapons. Gotcha. Go invisible. yet. Raid Knight sits proud and steady astride a screaming warbird. Howling battle boasts as loosed arrows arc and rain. Alright. Mini boss! Light for dodges. Oh, Raid Knight drops off. Okay. So yeah, the weapon you get from this story is actually really powerful. Black tears drip from chins, from the smoke-stained faces of survivors who huddle staring. 2 more. You did well, you and your friend. We need creek water, right? I'll go. The full horror won't be known until the blazes burn out. Fire crouches in the ribs of shredding tents, feasting on fine goods, making ash of art. The smoke's getting bad in my lungs. I got here, what, 2 days ago? Or was it 3? It wasn't bird skulls and burn marks on any of the tree trunks. You wouldn't have seen anything either. I find it almost unbelievable. You got more pride than you let on. It's a little bit of a relief, actually. You're someone who I think worth trusting. Let's get out of the danger, you and me. Hey, you! Wait, so, are we in some kind of stupid love lust? I just want to know if we're in it, and if it's just so stupid. What do you think? I don't know what to think. I want to, or I think I want to say, that I started to feel just from meeting you, but it seems crazy. Alright, water's here. Suppose a fire's next. I'm good at making fires. Fire's not what they want to see right now. Let's get further away first. Evening's near. The knife-shaped moon briefly shines and gets swathed in gray. Shaylin shifted timbers with those arms of hers. Didn't find any more survivors, though. All my livelihood was there. Night smooths the world with shadows, leaving a cool blankness where black creases had caught the eye. Wood-swelling owls call out the moon's name. Did a perimeter, like you told me, Chadrid. And did some of your double backs, Dahlia. These Drauven are gone. Of course they're gone. Wouldn't have sent you alone if I had any doubt. Wow, alright. Meaning you found my friends here undesirable? What was I doing? Muttering stuff, axioms, aphorisms, and other organized language. I need to think. Anyway, you look like you wanted to be busy. No one has to listen to them, you know. A miserable parent. Probably not the right person to take direction from. Have to listen to someone, Shaylin. Sorry if... But I mean, Chadrid said. It's fine. Just know that my Chadrid isn't doing anything without a reason. Why don't we tell them what really brought them here in time for the show? You could simply listen to the look at him. Shaylin's... Yes, I didn't come home only to reconnect with my daughter. But you can afford to hear the details as we go. Go where? Chadrid wants me to follow them, the Drauven who fled. They say a skilled hand that never finds the challenge to which it might as well be wood. I'm thinking at least the trek will make a good mulling time and singing time and all the other sorts of times I collect. I wouldn't have looked for a conventional tracker, but Dahlia's family is unique. It felt fortuitous. Next day sees them already embarking through the woods, forest. Prints are scarce and muddled here. Seems to have perfectly staged a split where the ground's hard. They left the survivors of the fair organized and guided by the most sensible hands among them, themselves recipients of Chadrid's parting direction. Feels like it's about time to name this little group, right? It's something of a tradition. A name that means us and will satisfy the scribes. For posterity, if nothing else, we do this, and it's what we do. The path forward is long silence, and then, it's that night they're stewing bird's meat and wild dug roots. That idea stinks. The moose people. What? I always like to suggest something loose, don't worry. Thus far as enemies of the eminent vengeance, Terras Peak. Someone like custodians of the common lord? No. Off to Rambling Hope. Shouldn't kill the veil. Side with Papa Toad. Army of the Fiery Lady. Eagles of the Roses Red. Watchers of the Blade Boar. Mares of the Pendant. Fire Rapid Beast. Back Generation. Stare of Freedom. Rose Winter. Heralds of the Blazing Feather. Heralds of the Blazing Feather. No, I actually like it. It's pretty memorable. Summer follows spring. Follows winter, follows fall. Shadows follow moonrise, follows sunrise, follows squall. Fire, one day follows fire. We start wars. Log of Silkman. We must risk moving in daylight. Gain distance. Be ready to march in Feather's Breath. A band of human trackers, bringing numbers unknown, learns things. It has the Drauven both surprised and a little fearful. Oh, have you calmed down? Not to be flinchy at that silence. A question. Why me free? You gave. You lack the language to understand, even if I were to explain the intricacy. Just trust me. Drivsnack didn't hold the troop together for no reason. Past their prime, tail chewers. What rating is their life, their history, and the aim of their opponents? What meaning is? Drivsack, what is? You really like that sword, don't you? That'll either be a problem, or I'll make him pop. Drivsack is the name you must learn. He was my elder, my teacher, one of the last great Drevens of our lord. I am merely his shadow. We move in Drivsack's honor. Yes, you owe your freedom to, not to me, but to his wisdom, and the respect he commands. In moments, we'll be underway again. Meanwhile, that smoke. The days have been grueling. Always the Drauven are ahead, leaving spare signs behind them of having lit a leaf, much less slept. That it's plainly visible, that means we need to avoid approaching it directly. Come at an angle, or we'll be giving them both our flanks. Really that versed in war? You're fighting Drauven. Don't be impressed. Doesn't want to tell you, but them and that Fairmaster's were a pallid? Student teacher. Yes, well, that's not wholly accurate. Swale didn't much like me. I joined near the end of their last conflict. I was there when she slew the Drauven Lord and took the sun. I argued for a more exploratory approach to the creature's captivity, to see how deeply we could build understanding, if given a chance from early youth. But I was just a greenhorn then. We need to make our decision early, probably. Split and sneak up, or tighten together. Speed, I'll say, is necessary either way. Let's go ahead and put our tanks up front. The two of you all over here. I'll need this all asleep to get to you. Yeah, can't get to him in time. That'll do. Okay, and everybody else needs to go this way. This should hurt. And there's my stuff. Not my stuff. I flanked it. You all alone? Looks like it. Good. On the other side of the brief wood, there's no sign of a camp was ever made here. This was a fake, huh? A feint? They burned drift moss. Here's a fairly unuseful fact. Drauven had discerning noses and preferred pleasant smells. False trail means we go back to the stream bed. The quarry must have traveled up for a while. I should have been able to tell this group's numbers were less. Dahlia, you're the only reason we've been gaining on them. Yes, your guesses have been good on the whole. The short stop for food, then they're underway again. Chadrid, you were talking about your past before? About Swali and Stormdra. I was done, basically. It was the end of a 20-year conflict. Who's Stormdra? Stormdra Flag was another fire we ran with. Younger than Swali, close to my age. She always helped soften the hard times. Poor Stormdra. Now there's someone your mother lit up around. I don't know. I've got questions myself, many of which I've never really wanted to answer. Backtracking, they reached the stream that night. There's something a little bigger than a salamander wiggle itself up the bank. This is our trail. Ah, Stormthroat. Drauven will escape, so fortunately we're not looking for items. Timur, what's the situation up ahead? You have to see this for yourself. Come with me. Uh-oh, the Clockwork Tower, this one. We're moving side by side with more thug. Hello, friends! Whoa! Isn't the view from here great? You can see everything for miles around. So you two look tired and hungry. Why don't you come down and join us for dinner? Why do a huge communal feast every night? We do a huge communal feast every night. There's always plenty. Sure, thanks. Hi, friends! Welcome to Flying Dell! Hi, thanks. Okay, that's just creepy. Split up. Enjoy the party, but stay on guard. This feels off. Later. Well, something weird is going on. Everyone's just so happy. Isn't that a good thing? I just saw a woman cut herself by mistake, and everyone just laughed, including her. Maybe it's something in the food? Oh, come on, I just finished eating. Did you two check that out yet? What is it? No clue, but it looks like some sort of energy is flowing in and out of it. Welcome, strangers. I see you found the Merrymaker. What does it do? Why, it provides the townfolk with unlimited happiness. At what cost? Oh, nothing big. Just a tiny bit of their life essence, siphoned off to the power of the machines. Now then, don't look so horrified. They all knew the price going in. I have signed contracts. Let me guess. Signed in blood. This is wrong. We have to free them. They chose this life, not this for fear. We'll come back later and destroy it. No, this is wrong. We need freedom. I'm sorry you feel that way. Ouchie! That was just her with a sword. All asleep. Look, there's a candle in the. Oh. Sun's lowering. The canopy tossed a gentle aroma over them, like pepper and sage. Look pretty serious about whatever you're seeing. Definitely a camp here. Cook fire. You can see where Kettle's stand dug its foot in. Not hiding as well, are they? Could that be a bad thing? Maybe they thought they lost us with a stream walking trick? Then there's birds' pat on the wood, rocks, and it looks like someone was testing a blade on that trunk. Which trunk? The one by the... Oh. The one by the Drauven, actually. The Spectre Step. And you're not getting anywhere. Time War's in a bad way already. good. Kind of counting on that hitting. Good. Harass the person I want you to choose the most. Too bird. Hunter's Lodge up the hill, heading away. Folks say Drauven fled from there a while ago, by daylight. Timeline matches what ours. Our timeline, huh? Yeah. Well, I've known a night or two like this one. The Music Baron. When the woods stand shy to wave in the windless air, with moon and star buried in their thick, fragrant hair, I'll tell you a story that was told me in trust. Of the Emerald Lady who's... No, Rennie. I'm not imagining it, am I? They shut up whenever I say Rennie. Anyway, yeah. The story's a nice thing. Blankets lay on a day that's done, but today Why are we still out here, Chadred? Why is it so important to us to catch these Drauven? Is it about vengeance now? Because I don't know. I think Chadred's been trying to avoid that one. You can hear them hold their breath. The night's first breeze is felt. It carries a damp scent. I won't say it for you. No, and you three have earned more than for me than silence and staring. Alright, so let me start by saying, it's not about anything in the past. Our time's gone by, graves filled in, lives spent, dreams fallowed. It's not about vengeance. It comes before vengeance. It's love. Love for the world and the people of the world. People already born and bruised by years, and people that are glimmers in the ether, someday to open tiny wondering eyes. I do understand it might sound sentimental, ludicrous. I'm not sure I'd fully trust someone who presented it like that, but I mean it more direly and seriously than can really communicate. There's a Drauven with this host we hunt, who leaves only black timbers and burnt bones where home stood. I tracked his passage to the area of the fairground. I should have anticipated what he did there. Drev snapped. That's the name he gave me. A prisoner of ours during the conflict. He spoke Yandrik to me and I taught him to read. Lent him mythologies, and one stupid night, I turned him loose. He seemed to be a scholar, and thought myself marvelously kind. But his quest is for fire, domination, and our end. VtuberEN, get moving. The torches are lit for us, and we tempt discovery. Slowed by their efforts to avoid detection and obscure their passage, Versal's band makes for the Understone Causeway that first granted him entry here. Haste spheres from haste! They feel peril building at their backs, and every gradual length of ground is crucial. Fabrics are needed more. We've got enough of a lead. Ooh, a warhammer. But that's a spell damage weapon. Sorry if I'm low energy. Like I said, I barely woke up in time for stream. So, yeah, I'm a bit out of it. Hey, Dahlia, don't be alarmed when I say I worried, and I still worry that this wouldn't work out, or won't, eventually. I'll assume you don't mean our expedition, but I'm not talking about a journey. I mean, I sort of am. I think something really unusual has happened, and the journey's part of it. And I love you now, and I just hope it lasts a while. I share all your feelings, Shaylin. I count myself so lucky to share them. Let's always, just make it around the next bend, and the next. Glad are you two. You were good and quick. Went all the way up the ridge? Yeah, saw no one lurking. I still think this place is a little conspicuous. No one comes here. Old road went this way. Said yourself this is where their trail goes. It's likely part of how they penetrated so deep into people's lands without raising alarm. You do your magic thing on it? Put my awareness a ways down the tunnel, and I can tell it's populated. They move low towards the black entrance. Young feet upon an old causeway. Old war upon these young shoulders. I will take that. Shark trap's gonna be too hard to predict. Better to just walk up to them. What does Kyron do exactly? 30 block and dodge. Oh, okay. I forgot about that ability. Yeah, hitting them is gonna be very difficult. May as well try. Okay, you need to hold back. Right. He has the small wand as well. The ward, I mean. This should hurt. And that should kill them both. No thanks. Give her wisdom. They leave these forces slow us. If they simply turned on us all at once, I'm not sure we'd stand much of a chance. They think we have our own warband, Dahlia. It's Wilderlands out there. Not many friendly faces. Past Dragon Plains, it's Drauven lands. We need to catch them before they reach that fat border. Wisdom and foolishness, neither long survives its naming. I think that the spontaneity and enthusiasm of our chase has fooled them. It's now foolish of us to think that the fooling will continue. After I've had my nose to defeat all the way, I can't give up now. Sorry. I don't like the idea, but Rennie's my Rennie, so I guess that's all. First of all, we plan to hunt, forage, and mortar our bellies in this wood. The Drauven fight exhausted themselves, harried and perplexed by the dogged pursuit. Mood is low, spirit is low. I've snapped. You, speaking, stop. Your soul will save us. You will walk in. Trevor, at last. What can you tell me? Let's build here and actually find an item. Alright, let's get rid of this before it becomes worse. That's a lot of Fritzl. Children still hurt, so. Alright, we've seen this more than enough. Water spirit. That's gonna be a Dahlia weapon, I think. Put her in danger. But giving her some extra armor should help. Good. Someday people move back to. Just them reminiscing on the fact they did some good. Hopefully that'll give them chances to heal. Speed. Tremor doesn't need it so much because he has the jump. We're too close now. We're almost right above us in the ruin. And it happens today. As good trackers any I've met, Valley of Fenspear. The burden of a skill is the duty of its employ. But I won't say the challenges didn't thrill me. Rennie, we stay together, right? Right. The danger of cornered animals and all. I will say, you don't have to come. This is mostly my fight here, and I know that. I'm sorry I've driven you all this way. Dress Snack, his power over flames is sudden and strong. Hill folks took to calling him Dragon, or Old Golden Glare. I told my schoolmaster worse things. Here, don't go in front. The strong folks up first. The fortification was once carved halfway up a cliffside, where water used to flow. Though its name only lives in the scattered air, its builders breathe its command of the territory has made it the site of strife 10 times since it fell to ruin. It truly chases us back to Yay. What would drive such deathlust? Front Drauven leader. There. Gotta survive until we get there, though. Don't sleep. Let's whack you. And whack. Not enough of whack, though. Alright, I guess my path has been chosen. We're going north. That'll get rid of Spectre Stat. No, it won't? No, it will. Okay. Withdraw from this. We move in next turn. Drevsnack! The blood can stop! Be brave, Drevsnack. We'll end this the way we should have ended it. You say name of Drevsnack. The Softskull know this name. You speak Andrak. Drevsnack did teachering it. Look up, Chadred. Dahlia! I see him. It was foolish to chase us. Drevsnack is dead. Bow to Versal. He is mighty Div. Isht. Reakaren. Within. Pointless is talking now. Pointless is living. Be dead. A bird beast's blasting call seems to jolt even the still stones awake. Then the ruins are alive with scowling Drauven shapes. Well, friends, I guess it's our turn to run. Escape Drauven ambush. Drauven will keep coming. Okie doke. And I mostly did prepare for this. You got blinded. I can go straight south. There, Guardian. You go there, Guardian. That's not great. Back off. I knew using soft fight was a good idea. Alright, you two. Run for the hills. Yeah, I figured you didn't have enough movement to actually attack if we went full speed. Sucks for you. Full flail. Nice. I'm hoping it's working. It was miserable misthinking, Trava, letting them chase us so long. Their hateful little eyes agree with me. But I suppose these lessons must be learned for wisdom to grow. Other Drauvens allows human escape. Why do? What do you care? They've killed how many of us? Always better through veins to let water flow where it will. Give it room to leave it dry. I would have preferred they believed Drevsnack alive, but knowing the truth, perhaps they'll subside back to the human ways, their corn growing, their musk making, whatever else. Your name be known, that is good thing. I want. Yeesh, your loyalty is noted, young warrior. This hope is more helpful than a normal. I don't see any shadows up on the path. But I'm going through the water here and starting north, out of arrow shot. We'll course correct and head east. They ate cold food where their aching feet stop. A shrine was fear seems to promise safe sleep. Drift snack dead. My error had eclipsed by far any brilliance I felt when unraveling his mysteries. Now the puzzle's only grown vaster. What I was thinking was, how do they know what the Drauven said was true? Could they be hiding him from you? Right, more mixed trails. A smaller one, called Rasal? The way he spoke. You understood that, huh? Roughly. Something to the effect of, shut your lizard trap. Rennie, you're going to leave again, aren't you? I'd go with you this time, but I... No, Chaylin, of course. You have a life to live. Not one where I'm dragging you off on a fool's errand, but a life full of comfort and happiness. I hope to see it. Someday I'll return. I will. Fall is well underway by the time they return to Basenvillen. There's no hero's welcome. No one really know why they'd left in the first place. Survivors of the burning fairground, don't forget it. But who has time to hold on to last year's horrors? Small disasters need attention. There's hens to feed and fences to fix. Life for so many folks in many years falls into a peaceful curve. And here's a piece to follow. Within years of peace, Chaylin performed experiments on bits of monster parts. She was able to convince Dahlia to donate to her cause. No significant weaknesses were found. It's okay. The important thing seems to work fine too. Dahlia performed the time-honored art of not doing a damn thing. I knew Dahlia was a spirit an animal. Jadra enlisted Tiramore's help for the biannual bookshelf organization. Once we finished sorting these by author last name, yada yada, you have a glorious collection. Jadra's been tracking Golden Stag. Jadra suddenly remembers here. We heard that one before. Dahlia and Chaylin married. That's quick. It was long before they were raising a son of their own. In these early years, the boy would be raised where Dahlia had been, in the lodge home of her family. Alright, so another celestial arm. Ooh, gets an area attack. Chadron starts. Alright, can I upgrade this? Not really. That's all I'm gonna get for upgrades, probably. No more spell threads, no more hides. Let's find out, just be sure. Okay, yeah. And up here's where we go for extra work. Some fixing projects, some junk that needs sorting. Kept animals where my wife was still my wife. The door gets rusted closed, so I never use the bolt. That's why you can see just a rope and a hook. But it blows open, or that sheep tries to eat the rope or something, knocks it off its hook. So I'd appreciate you checking up on it when you can. What are you looking at? Cobb's the final sheep. Cobb, huh? Cobby Cobb, what a bright sheep. And of course, she's the last of my sheep. I hate her. Still, she doesn't leave, so you'll have to feed her. I could do her baths. Alright, so also in here's... Let me show you what's also in here. In here's a... Whoa! It's a person. Yeah, that's a grown human being. That doesn't often happen, but I do think it's pretty weird when it does. Springtide breaks into laughter, not with the blooming buds, but with storm winds. They lash us yondering. Proud tall trees must bend. Even the stones feel it. High on mountains, jarred rocks plummet off seats they'd held since mountains were raised. I was half convinced your letter was fake. Dahlia Fensphere, they say you're a mom now. Boy was excited to stay the spring with his mother and with my mother and father. Challen wasn't going to be left behind. Challen? You're a grandparent. We would have brought him, but your letter mentioned danger. Faraway friend, even a friend forgotten, is a reunion to hum and smile on. Happy horizon to watch. So I've heard. JJ, but I'm glad the day's finally here. 2 more, Elkin. Look at you bruiser. The simple things come first. A big warm meal is followed by toasts and glossy accounting of all the years. But remembrances are abbreviated. The nature of their business tonight is grimmer, even than it was all those years ago. At least you can say these shadows haven't yet fallen on us, but a journey is needed then. Yeah, and there's trouble on the road. More, probably, ever since we walked in. Do we know why? Why slaves? Why forced in the pits? Why any of it? I don't know what exactly they're digging for. I saw none of the mineral processing would typically accompany a mining operation. They move earth. They eat and drink from troughs, sleep chained to stones and each other. I don't know how many. They're all human. Their numbers grow as this Bonehelm knight has his way with the land and the landsfolk. He and his Drauven break any militia force that challenges them. Can you believe it really is? I haven't seen him, but the description on his size and sword leave little doubt. And in a way, it's our fault. There's too much we don't know for us to take full responsibility. Yes, maybe, but I can see why he thought to come get us. We're probably the ones who know this former captive himself know him best. Fate wears a particular cloak, woven quiet. When she sweeps through our lives, we sense it, and our hearts lean to follow her. Mayloft Prairie isn't on any map I own. Must be more than a season's walk. Worry about our boy. I'm afraid it'll likely be more akin to a war campaign than a hunting trip. The way I see it, there's a couple distinct ways to go about this. Speed straight toward our enemy in their full force, the way we did last time, or it can be more methodical. Take out Drauven holdings, weaken their position while strengthening ours. Oh, maybe the slower way, we can afford a few trips home. I was also thinking that, but I'm glad it was you who said it. Alright, we have a recruit spot. We also have a spot. This time I'll promise you, Challen, you won't live or die for the legacy of your parents. Whatever they've done, there's something else now. There's something of yourself. The journey has only begun, but any ruthless distance will soon remind the body of its flaws. On the horizon's other side, Warlord Winston Pyrak has returned. He stands fierce at the fire. Good. Pyrak is faster than others. My news is for Warlord Deathan. I'm his wing and spear. You're strong and proud, I see that. But know that the Warlord and I are tied to the tail. Don't expect to reach across my jaws unbidden. I only do what's been asked of me. And you are the drow of others described you to me. Warlord, the moon shell's not whole again, but already you return here. My mission. Pyrak is the swiftest firewood. Young, always unpredictable. I wish I knew the way Pyrak is to be. All beings envy the wing knights, their skill and stature. But Warlord, you must never say so in front of others. Pyrak himself, I believe you may trust with your candor. But she seems to be overread. Warlord, your fight is in battle. In the skies of war, you are mighty craggy and ill-seasoned. I can be blown far and fast, but it is unproven whether I would be split, falling upon the blade. Forest birds crack and whistle. The chime of pick-struck rocks filters from the dead. Did you understand me? Does he look like he understands idle poetry? Right. Warlord, put her at ease. Have her. It's right. Stand here, easy. You report to me in Versailles. Yes, Warlord. My flight was north and west. The old border place. In that direction. I traveled before in history. As is now renowned, Warlord, I progressed quickly, was supplied well. Our fortifications still stood intact and cannily managed. Says our battle camps are strong and good. Then we are in good situation. The Warlord, I think the limitations of our paramount. Warlord, it's time to send Drauven past the border. No. The meaning is attack in the northeast, slaves there. Warlord, I think this is wrong talk. Not more slaves, no. But attack is better than wait. Waiting. Raiding is better than waiting. The Northwest isn't important. Those are ancestral value to us. Raiding them will only stir the humans up. What use is that for our efforts? The efforts of slaves, whose labor only used to be I'm ancestral. My ancestral is there, in the Northwest, my fatherland. In 2 heavy strides, Drauven is headed up the hill. Drauven, still, you presume to command him? The right wing was in. I command you. Commend you for correcting. The soft lit land is quiet. Breezes muss their hair of valley oaks. Afternoons slowly bless. Remembering our long travel, let's walk chased by soft-skulled hunters. That time I wished for wings also. Wings for me. I was weak that time. Now time strong. I make human ones flinch. Soft-skulls put cages on them. Around us. If we do raid the eroded lands, that's for strength in the places we, truly you, have made Drauven. Like the armor on my chest. Wonderful, she's got you clumsing your own analogies now. Yes, Warlord Drauven. We'll armor our hills, thicken our camps with sweetness. Drauven are born raiders, Warlord. Out of the egg and into the thorns, as the saying goes. We don't need walls, we need only skies and our courage. So you actually get to choose for the enemies this time. So we can start an incursion right away, which no thank you. But this is going to make it harder for us on every site. You're not fully understanding Porshaw's reason. Even more so, I question whether the Warlord has made his decision, Wingston Pyarch. Right, my decision. I has made. Yes, Warlord. I'm honored to be an arrow in your sky. For Saul's sky also. He did give it to me in the sky, in place of cage and bars. Warlord, I must also advise humbly. My wings and pyre are kept close. Arrow quivered and ready to guard your sky, though you generously call it ours. I will not. Nor's being very adorable and is trying to find a comfy spot on my lap. That means he presses the keyboard buttons. But the Wing Knight's battle ways have always been to fly far, and I understand his elbow level, but I think Versailles' understanding his needing. I do, agreement? I don't know. After a brief silence, Drauven grunts, turns, and heads back down the hill. His devotion to you, I simply do not like it. It gnarls my soul to see such a thing. You pay him little respect, thinking it ill-founded. Have patience with me, Wings. I was born small, but I carry 2 roots. As old as the mightiest of our ancestors. Have patience with me. Or am I just the waddler you told me I wasn't? Alright, Wolf Patrol. Let's get this out of the way, and then we'll do our recruitment. Definitely picking from Legacy. Okay, so it's not giving us the choice that I would like. We'll go with this. Vivkin and Hibmele. Training. Dahlia and Timor. Dahlia and Timor are called to the hill village when an acquaintance of theirs has lost his husband. It's a hard thing, death. You forget how quickly things can turn. The funerary rites are brief. The crowd that gathers is impressive for such a small town. As mourners disperse, Dahlia and Timor spot Malar standing by a flower-strung cart bearing a leaf-shrouded body. Malar, we're so sorry to hear about Zigloth. A lot of folks came. And friends, how many years has it been? They go with him up the road to his home on the hill. Malar, you are being very adorable. I love you. You can't be stepping all over my keyboard, buddy. if he actually had audible purring, you would hear it so much right now. But I can only feel his purring if I'm actually like have a finger up to his neck or something. You lose perspective sometimes. Easy enough to do, sadly. You think you'll have years together, decades, from your first cake to your middle years, old age, but the two help Millar transfer the shrouded body to a small, prepared playroom beside the house. Oh, rub the mic, buddy. They settle inside and tell them his plan and the provincial custom he's observed. Green veiling, it's called. A woven shroud of Dawnsword. Dawnsword grows thick around here in the little woodlands, you'll see. There's a strong aroma. Body stays fresh. Sometimes as long as 4 years or 5. They can hear it when you rub the mic. And they can hear it when I bump. Sorry. We hill folk will generally build a clay home for the departed on the house's shady side. The lodge is the old word for it. Memory house. Please stop stepping on the keyboard. They settle inside and he tells them his plan for his house. And he normally lie there for his turn. When the shroud of Dawnsword turns black, he'd be buried. But I allow respect for the old ways, rooted in deep truth. But I don't plan on waiting. You don't plan to wait? Plan to bury him soon? Tonight even? No, my husband Zigloth and I will be going on a journey. And I hope you'd come along. Go. Sorry, I can't read anything. A certain needy black cat is in the way. Why are you getting needy now? A hard, sudden rain falls, attracting and swarm. I can barely read. Droning like a swarm. I can. Ow! Hey! Okay, that's enough. Yes, I hope you'd come. Be our escort. It's a dangerous world, and you're both strong. Stronger even I remembered. Well, we're here right now. I'll come along with you if you need protection. Just two of them. Just west of area Dreamland. Millar sends his oxen cart, carrying the body of his husband down the hills in the arms of the old forest. Mist rolls in as twilight takes hold behind the cloudy sky. You can feel the meaning of the fog, the veil over the face of creation. True, a furled purpose. The place I'm looking for shouldn't be far. Can I ask about Zigloth? I don't think either of us ever met him. Who are you talking about? I'm sorry, he never came with me to Richfall. Always wanted him to, but he was never quite well enough. He insisted on staying home to tend the farm. We met when we were both young, and we liked to laugh, prank, and start trouble. It's gonna sound sappy if I start telling you how we both knew we'd belong together, how it felt like fate, so I won't. We built the farm there on that rocky hill. We liked the farm, Zigloth. He was a sweet and simple man, shy though. He was born with an illness and never fully left. Our good times were great, but our bad times, when he couldn't rise from the bed, just made my heart splinter. And one day, it shattered. If there's one thing I know, it's that I don't want to live in the empty house without him. The forests have been dead quiet when they entered. As they've gone deeper, noises have filtered into hearing. Drips, scrapes, low trills. The smells have turned richer, damp earth, spicy bark, wilted mosses, and purple-green and beige. Soon the ox halts. They come to a clearing where the goddess lives. Oh. Millar? Yes, I intend to find her. The reason I brought Zigloth here, the reason I'm here and you're here. Orue. She's a goddess of borders and in-betweens. This realm of her rooms welcomes both the living and the dead. So I'm going to join him. Zigloth and I can be together still. Millar, your voice to me. It's like the cry of a great wounded elk resolved now on dying. Look, it's this forest. I read about it. This goddess, Orue, rules it, like a region between our world and a place for the departed, I suppose. It exists for us, for those like us. A place Zigloth can be without pain, and I can be with Zigloth. But isn't it just like dying yourself? crossing over to be together? I won't be able to leave this place. Why would I wish to? I'll still live. You will too. We'll just live here. You have to understand, this is what I want. All I need for you to help me complete the ceremony and take the 4 acts back to you. Don't you have a lover, Dahlia? Put yourself in my position. It should be his choice. Can't say I disagree. I mean, like the way he describes it, he's not dying, and Molar is actually being, Zigloth is actually being brought back to life. They just can't leave this area. Which, that's what they want. That's what they want, truly. They really put a lot of thought into it. Well, Molar, if it is what you say it is, then how do we help? How do we make sure you get what you want from it? We'll lay us both at the foot of the shrine, and then she'll test us. Horrorway will. Alright? She'll test us. It is dangerous. You must duel Horrorway's guardian. That's why I need you along. But if you decline, I'll understand, and I'll fight it alone. You're not a fighter, Moral. Hold on to Zigloth. We'll beat whatever she puts in front of us. They'll pull Zigloth's shrouded body from the cart. True to its reputation, the woven vines of Dawnswold have kept him perfectly preserved. With Zigloth across Muller's lap, the two rest at the foot of Orway's shrine. Goddess Orway, hear me. Beneath your mercy lie two who wish to roam your realm together. Live in your lands and laugh again. Please permit us to stay. Send your guardian and my champion shall stand to fight it. Send your guide and my love and I shall go behind. Garlands of mist wrap and twist around bows, statues, arms, and legs, and hopefully damp dusty cheeks. Quiet air pumps in their throats. But then, the voice of Orway is a groan, far away and felt more than heard. It's in the stones and roots and rises from somewhere deep down. A noise nears them, crashing into trees. Truth is tested. Mini-boss! Obtainer of the Old God. Yeah, I don't think I could get any flanks. Too steep. That's fine, I can work with this. Armor and tokens. Too useful for her not to have. The Guardian falls, its great stone knees clattering apart, rolling in the moss. The wheeling rocks gather dust and shadows as they settle until they look like they've rusted there for centuries. The blade goes calm. And then Molar starts to fade. Goddess? The rat body of Zigloth crosses laps some substance. He has time to say, "Thank you, friends." And he's gone. Well, now that's done. Where the ox got to? Yeah, good thinking. They find it, not far off. Blowing feet pleasantly and munching clover. Your same sun that shone on his birth, shone on his neck when he took the road to hell. But never again. We'll remember it. The sun will rise and fall over all of us. It may shine wherever he's gone. No more? Still awake? I picked these up around the stones where Molar disappeared. Didn't even think about it. Making notes. They return to the farm Molar and Zigloth once built. They set things in order and see to it passes to a worthy family. Then they're on their way again. The road is pale, splotched and torn in places with ruts and grass. Stretches of the journey are entirely worthless. What's on your mind, Dahlia? Those memories, old wishes of ours? It's hard to let the good things go. I know it is. And I feel sometimes I don't know. Yeah. A road to color, the color of old canvas billows in front of them, behind me. Figured the training would be complete before they got here. It's not. Alright. Vivkin is back. Okay, I hate to do this, but guys, I am exhausted. Like, today's just... These past few weeks have been particularly rough for me. My sleep apnea is hitting me so hard. I cannot... I'm not entertaining. I am not energetic. I am barely playing. I kind of just want to curl up with Noir for a bit after having a snack for dinner. So I'm sorry to do this to you folks, but I'm going to end early. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to do my absolute best to fight this and feel better. But it's like I said when we first started this whole medical leave thing, sometimes the sleep apnea is going to get the better of me, and I'm just not going to be able to do it. So thank you very much for watching, folks. Catch you next time. Bye.